ऐसे और वीडियोस के लिए मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। 3, 2, 1, स्टार्ट।
It should not be beyond the means of our government to provide our scientists cheap housing, special educational facilities for their children, concessional travel facilities, and so on. Sir, in almost every socialist country, particularly in the Soviet Union, scientists are treated as the cream of our society. In India, if we look around, who are the elite of our society? Contractors, exporters, advertising executives, and film stars. When you think that, after all, what our exporters and businessmen sell are largely the products of our brilliant researchers, it seems great injustice that those who sell the products should get most of the benefit and very little goes to those who have developed the products. Therefore, sir, it all comes down to the question of the kind of values which we have to set in our society. Unless we make a radical change in our system of values and priorities, our progress will continue to be lopsided and haphazard as it has been in recent years. It has come more evident now than ever that only through advanced science and technology we can improve the conditions of the vast masses of our people who live in the rural areas. While I do not deny that traditional occupations and cottage industries should continue to be an integral part of our rural life, we can at the same time transform the economy of our rural areas by bringing modern science into these regions. Rural electrification, medical care, schools, modern methods of agriculture, cheap housing, dairies, and fisheries, all these things can be brought to the rural areas if we make the best use of our scientists and if we organize our efforts in such a way as to spread scientific knowledge to the rural population and also provide them facilities to use this knowledge. Sir, much of the work of our agricultural scientists has not so far spread to the villages. Sir, it is disappointing to see that the President's speech is set in a conventional mold. Many of the new ideas that have been discussed in the last year have failed to get a mention, while the importance of fertilizers, power, steel, coal, and oil is mentioned. I do not see any reference to the use of solar energy, wind power, or gobar gas. I do not think, sir, the dignity of the presidential address would have been in any way impaired by the mention of gobar or the conversion of sewage into useful manure. These, I submit, are the new tools by which we can raise the standard of life of our people living in our villages.